Good morning, student. Today I will discuss the basic concepts of class diagram. This topic is related to BTech second year from third semester. So there is the two objective. First is the concept of class diagram, and second is the creating class diagram. How I will create the class diagram. So starting from what is the classes. So a class is the description of a set of objects that share the same attribute, operation, relationship, and semantics. How I will represent the classes. So a class is the represented as a rectangle. This rectangle is the divided into three sections. First the class name, attribute, and operation. So the class name of is defined is the graphical representation of a class. This is identify the what is the name of the class. And it is always appear in the topmost compartment in the class. Second is the class attribute. So attribute is the name property of a class that describe the object. So this is represented or appear in the second compartment just below the name of the class. Here is the name of the class, this is person, and there is the some attribute, name, address, birth date, and student serial number. So next slide we will discuss here. This is how I will create the attribute. So attribute created by this format: attribute name, column, and type of attribute. So here is the name is the attribute, and type of attribute, this is called string. So name is always enter in the string format. So there is the different attribute, this is called is the derived attribute. So what is a derived attribute? So derived attribute is the one that can be computed from other attribute. For example, age of person, this is computed from by the birth date. We will know the birth of person, then we will compute the age of person. In this slide we will discuss the how many types we can define the attribute. So there is the different type of access specified. We can access the attribute from one class to another class. So there is the four type of access specified: public, protected, private, and derived. Public, this is define the this attribute access within the class and outside the class. Protected, define the attribute access within the class and also sub in the class. Private, this attribute is access within the class, and derived attribute, this is access from the another attribute. Next topic is the what is the class operation. So in this slide we can describe the operation. So operation describe the class behavior and appear in the third compartment. Means there is the person is the class name, there is the four attribute: name, address, birth date, and student serial number. For there is the different four operation. First is the eat, second is the sleep, third is the work, and last is the play. So there is the four operation in the this class name person. So this is the representation of classes. So in this representation we can discuss the this is not important, the attribute and operation is represented in the every diagram. So this is the name of class, this is person, and there is the attribute is the name and address and birth date, but there is the no any operation we can not write here. And in the second diagram, this is name of class, this is person, there is the no attribute, and there is the two operation eat and play. In the third diagram, this is name of class, this is person, there is the three attribute: name, birth date, and serial number of student. And there is the four operation, this is eat, sleep, work, play. So for this diagram we can show that there is the not compulsory we can write the every name of attribute and every name of operation in the within the class. So this is next slide is the relationship. relationship is the important role in the class diagram. This relationship is so the relationship between one class to another class. So there is the three types of relationship: dependency, generalization, association. What is the dependency? Dependency includes the semantic relationship between two or more elements. Means ki there is the example, this is a course schedule, this is one class, and second is the course. So course schedule is totally depend on the course. We can define the course, then we can make the schedule. So this is the dependency, depend. So the dash line with the arrow sign. So this is the dependency between two classes. Second is the relationship is the generalization. A generalization connects the subclass to its superclass. Generalization is denotes the inheritance of attribute and behavior from superclass to the subclass and indicate the specialization in the subclass to the more generalized superclass. So this is generalization is totally reverse to the specialization. For this example, person and student, there is the two class. Okay? So this is the generalization symbol by the inherit the property from superclass to subclass. Next is relationship with the association. Association is the we can communicate between two classes, then we can show the link. So there is the two classes. This is first class is the student, second is the instructor. We can communicate between one class to another class, so we can show the association. Association, this is as a straight line. So last slide of class diagram, this is as an example of class diagram. This example is the class diagram of customer and order between relationship. So customer is the two attribute, name and location, and there is the two operations, send and receive. Order, there is the date and number attribute, and confirm and close is the two operation. But order is the also, this is divided into two classes, special order and normal order. So normal order is the subclass of the order. So this diagram is so the class diagram, and this is the relationship between customer and order. And thank you everyone.